Come on, let's do it. Let's get it.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. We the Hebrew Israelites coming in week and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom. As you know, is America. As we know, it's spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah and Babylon all over again. But first and foremost, we give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rekakadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us truth and rule well. Shalom to you, Aki, and is pushing the rock to the four corners of the earth, trying to seal the elect to bring Yahushua back sooner so we get about his wicked kingdom and establish our own, man. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom. So, in the spirit, man, we was just dialoguing before camp, going into Brother Yasha Wamba's video he just posted, which was a very beautiful video about, you know, how we live by faith, man. We try to appease the Most High by rehearsing the righteous acts, by doing the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our abilities. But at the end of the day, man, we are under grace by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man, because without Yahushua, there is no way to atone for our sins, man. Because if we sit here and we move based off of just the law, we will be judged 100% by the law. And what's the weight of most sin, man? Death, man. Sure. And it took Yahushua to come on the scene to be that ultimate sacrifice, to give us that grace period, man, to give us that chance to repent, to come back and to fulfill, you know, to be more Christ-like, to fulfill, to get a chance to make it into the kingdom of heaven, man. All right.
Real quick, hold on, real quick. Go ahead, brother. Hey, and this really is a response to the that Sakari and the GMS thing where they ran into GMS brother ran into Sakari New Jersey, whatever. All right, and all right, and I'm just want to say this, and I just want to say this as a man. All right, before we get started, man, you can, all right, like the brother said, Sakari, you know, they well versed in the scriptures. All right, they very knowledgeable. All right, they good teachers. All right, hold on. I'm going to grab something. No, take the long on the fridge.
Oh, okay, come.
All right, let's start and build it up. All right, because see, what we got to understand is, like I was saying, you know, Sakari, all right, they're very well taught. All right, they know the scriptures. All right, so forth and so on. But the thing is, all right, so did the wicked scribes and Pharisees. All right, it says matter of fact, can you get real quick where it says the devils, angels should be a minister, the devil, angels should be a the devil let's talk. Get it right. See, yeah, hold on. Let me get this. You got that out?
Talking about how Satan transformed himself.
Yeah, God. His angels are right. Ministers are right.
Alright. Good. 2 Corinthians 11 and 14. It says, and no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their works.
Yeah, so it said don't marvel, all right, because Satan knew the scriptures, man. All right, Satan knew, all right, he tried to cut Yahushua with the scriptures, man. All right, so when we see men come out on the highways and hedges, they well versed, they know, they got the knowledge of the scriptures. All right, they know how to, they remember all the precepts, this, that, and the third. At the end of the day, all right, it says, Baba Kashak, can you read that again, brother?
2 Corinthians 11 and 14 and 15. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their work.
God, it's you know, basically don't marvel at it, man. All right, it's not a big thing. It's not a big deal. All right, because at the end of the day, like I say, Shakari, they well versed, they know the scriptures, this, that, and the third. But it's like this. It's one thing to know the scriptures. It's a whole nother thing to actually be in the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, man. That's two totally different things, man. All right. Now we're addressing the whole debacle, all right, of GMS versus Shakari, man. All right, because we know that Shakari, all right, can you get I'm sorry, I dropped it. Where it says so is the leaders.
If the leader be wicked, so is all his followers.
Yeah,
that
bring
joint,
that up.
yeah.
All right, so we know about watching Shakari, all right, that they might very well be, all right, the most carnal Israelite group, okay, in Israel, man. All right, we got ISUPK, all right, but hey, they even outdo those guys, man, because they got guns at camp, man. They wearing bulletproof vests at camp. All right, so these guys, all right, okay, the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah is not on these guys, man. And this is what we got to understand. Hey, and I'm just putting it out. Listen, I'm calling it how it is, man. I ain't pulling no punches, you know, and it is what it is. Go ahead, bro.
Proverbs 29 and 12.
Bring it up a little
bit. If a ruler hearkens to lies, oh, it's good. You can hear, bro. You can hear, bro.
Got you.
I had to certain way to the camera, like, I ain't doing it back camera. But it says if a ruler hearkens to lies, all his servants are wicked.
All right. So, I'm looking for
So the people, yeah.
Bring that out.
You're absolutely right. That's on point. That is on point. That's on point because, I mean, like,
that's every rule should be in the history of mankind.
we were just talking about that having your head covered thing, and they all they can't do it now.
God.
You know, they was taught that it's okay, so they won't.
All right. This is Sirach 10 and 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
So basically, it's basically the ruler, all right, set the tone for the people, man. All right, so so who's the ruler of Shakari, man? All right, the ruler is Al-Azhar, man. All right, he's the ruler of the Shakari camp. So he's super carnal. So likewise are going to be the people that follow him, man. All right.
Look at all the members of Shakari. They tend to be more carnal.
So you gotta look at things in perspective, man. If these guys are not moving if these guys are moving carnally, there's no way they can be moving spiritually.
The fact that
all right,
the fact that he even dropped a video called GMS versus Shakari was carnal in itself.
Yeah, that was pretty much that's a cheap shot, man.
Yeah, it was.
Are you trying to get views? You trying to like?
You wouldn't see nobody.
Like serious?
You wouldn't see no brother posting shit like
Come.
that.
Go ahead, bro. Yeah, so we're gonna bring out the law on the fringes, man.
So Numbers 15, starting at 38, not 37. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue. And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, and do them. And that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which ye use to do a whoring. That ye may remember and do all my commandments, and be holy unto your power. I am Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, your power, which brought you out of the land of Egypt, to be your power. I am Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, your power.
So that's the law.
Too. It says garment.
So that's the law. That's the law on wearing the fringes.
On the garment.
Or on the garment. Now, if you wearing fringes, all right, hey, more power to you, man. We not gonna knock you for wearing wearing fringes, all right. But if you're not wearing your fringes, we're not gonna say that you're wicked either, All right, because it's a balance in the state. All right. All right. You know, we're not gonna condemn you. Hell, you're not wearing your fringes, brother. The Lord gonna kill you. All right, because there's a balance to this thing. All right, and the thing is, some things we go by the law, yeah, which is true. But other things, hey man, you gotta move in the spirit, man. All right, you gotta be. Hey, it said what? We gonna get it. All right, because there's a way, man, and you can't, hey man, you can teach 1,000 precepts, but you can't, hey, it's like, for example, it's a difference between talent and raw talent. All right, you can teach somebody how to play the clarinet, all right, but you can't teach somebody, give somebody raw talent, like, for example, Michael Jackson.
Going with it.
All right.
No, it's not really talent. Raw talent. Raw. You have
raw talent.
Raw talent,
born.
and then you have
taught talent.
and you have skill.
Skill.
You can learn a skill, but you can't learn talent.
Yeah, not at all.
All right.
Yeah, speed.
Like you can learn how to shoot,
Con.
but you can't learn to be Stephen Curry.
Right.
That's
Con.
just talent.
Yeah. Why shouldst thou die before thy time?
God. So basically, the Lord said, "Hey, man, it's a balance within this state, man. All right, and then so, all right, because the brothers, I believe on Shakir, like I ain't seen it. Correct me if I'm wrong, because you've seen it. So, but I believe that they were saying, okay, that basically the law is not done away with. All right,
So nobody was saying that this law was done away with, but the brother was talking about, you know, why you got your hair covered, you know what I'm saying, why you wearing long hair, and they came at him with the whole, you know, why you ain't got your fringes on right now. He's like, I got my fringes in my bag, I'm not at camp right now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know?
Right. So
Yeah, so they was, you know, being governed.
So, but they on the tip, like, you should have your fringes on all the time.
Yeah,
All right, that you should wear your fringes on 24/7. Now, if you want to, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, but
It's not wise.
But it's not a wise thing to do. All right, you got more on that?
Yeah, I do.
Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 7 and 19. Let's stop at 19 and 20. Wisdom strengtheneth the wise more than 10 mighty men, which are in the city. And it says, for there is not a just man upon earth that doeth good and sinneth not.
All right.
That's it.
All right. So, hey, man, nobody's perfect, man. All right, go ahead.
I got some.
The book of Isaiah chapter 59 verse 15. Yea, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. And Yahweh Shah saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment.
God. So he that departed from self from evil, making himself a prey. So us having, okay, we using wisdom.
And no, but that's what the brother actually said. He said, the brother even said, the brother from GMS even said, I'm using wisdom. Like, I'm not gonna be out here wearing it, we in modern day, in this modern day era. You know what I mean? And then he even said, like, I ain't coming at you brothers for wearing your fringes, but I'm being, basically he being prudent and circumspect about it. You know what I'm saying? When he at camp doing
God, because it say he that departed from evil, making himself a prey. All right? Okay, and you know that brothers that's teaching his word through the spirit of Yahweh Shai, you know that we are a prey here in America, man. All right, and we know they're going to demonize, all right, or they are, okay, demonizing the Hebrew Israelites, man. All right, so why would you, all right, pretty much put a target on your back, man? All right, hey, go ahead.
Proverbs 22 and 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished.
Yeah, the simple pass on. Oh, I'm gonna put my fringes on. I'm going to work with my fringes. All right, I'm wearing my fringes. I don't care if I'm at work. Hey, but guess what, man? You're making yourself a prey, man. All right, you're making yourself a target, man. All right, you're making yourself. All right, hey, I would dare to say, hey man, you could be even tempting the Lord, man, in a sort of way, man. All right, go ahead, bro.
This is Romans 2, and then I'll start from 25. It says, "For circumcision verily profiteth, if thou keep the law. But if thou be a law breaker, so like if thou be a breaker of the law, thy circumcision is made uncircumcision.
God.
If the uncircumcision keep the righteousness of the law, shall not his uncircumcision be counted for circumcision?"
God, so if you keeping the law, you ain't got your fringes on, but you keeping the law, it's all
Because you got to understand what was the point of the fringes, right?
to remind you of the what? The law.
When you go into the history of why the fringes came about, was because what? Even Elder Yashawama broke it down too. That there was a man who was put to death, I believe, picking up sticks on the Sabbath. Right?
Exactly, picking up sticks on the Sabbath.
And then the Lord gave us the law of the fringes so that we can look down at the fringes and fear and remember to keep the law.
God.
Because at that time, we were literally under the law.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? We weren't under grace, we were under the law.
God.
So that was the point of us having a fringe. So you about to do some wicked, looking at, oh shit, all right.
Yeah, it kind.
But right now we're not living by the flesh. We're living by the spirit.
God,
so
God,
we have
God,
spiritual fringes, if you will.
God.
So
So basically, it's saying like if you keeping the law, and you don't got your fringes on, but you keeping the laws, it's pretty much all the same.
exactly.
Man.
Same shit.
Because you can't look at the fringes as, it's like you got to use your common sense, right? If you can't look at the fringes like it's a part of the law. Like for example, you have a job, right? And your job gives you a list of things you have to do, and you get a checklist, right? You don't have to fill out the checklist as long as you get all the requirements done. The checklist is just there to remind you of what needs to be done. But the checklist itself is not, oh, here's my checklist, I've signed and dated.
Yeah, but ain't shit done though.
But ain't shit done.
You got your fringes on, but you wicked as hell.
You just went to your fucking brother crib. You just got finished popping your brother wife and shit.
Nah, but you got your fringe. I got my fringes on though. I'm
Put my
good.
fringes back on, man.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna finish. It said, I'm gonna reread 26 again. It says, "Therefore, if the uncircumcision keep the righteousness of the law, shall not his uncircumcision be counted for circumcision?" It says, "And shall not uncircumcision, which is by nature, if it fulfill the law, judge thee, who by the letter and circumcision thus transgress the law? For he is not a Jew, which is one outwardly, neither is that circumcision which is outward in the flesh, but he is a Jew, which is one inwardly, and circumcision is that of the heart and the spirit, and not in the letter, whose praise is not of men, but of Yahweh." So we ain't out here walking around our fringes. Brother, you see me?
I got my fringes on. You know what I mean?
It's the way you move, man. It's the way you move.
Oh, I gotta let the people know I'm an Israelite. I'm rocking my fringes. I don't give a fuck. I'm wearing them to work, and everybody gonna know I'm an Israelite. Bro, listen, we not in the truth to know we're Israelite for the people, man. It's for Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. Beautiful.
And you know, through the spirit, you know, like I say, man, you know, when you dealing with carnal men, all right, it's hard for them to understand this, man.
It is.
It's hard for them to get it. It kind of makes sense of what we saying, man. All right. Go ahead.
I got the parallel mark. It's Galatians 2:16. Let's go perfect. It says, "Knowing that a man is not justified by the works of the law, but by faith of Yahweh Shai. Even we have believed in Yahweh Shai, that we might be justified by the faith of Yahweh Shai, and not by works of the law. For the works of the law shall no flesh be justified." Right. You can't keep them all in this flesh.
So the Lord's not going to sit there and judge you based on how well you kept the law, man. It's about the spirit in the faith in which you've done the works you've done. So the Lord's going to judge you based off of, yes, you tried to keep the law. You made your best effort, right? And then you did it in sincerity and in truth. And the Lord's also going to judge you based off of what? Your charity, which is also known as brotherly love, man. What you added to the brotherhood, what you added to the ministry, how you treated one another, man.
Hey, let me say this. If you think for all you carnal brothers out there, all right, that think that you could be delivered because you won't be delivered because you don't have your fringes, all right? Hey, guess what, man? Like we gonna keep on saying that's carnal, right? Because so you basically saying that in order for us to be delivered, we gotta follow the laws. So for you to say that, you saying that we don't need Yahweh Shah.
What was the point of Yahweh Shah?
All right, you saying you can deliver yourself, and you don't need Yahweh Shah because what you're going to do is you're going to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments to a T. Or you going to do what Yahweh Shah did, all right, and you're going to deliver yourself. That's basically what you're saying. In a nutshell.
Yahweh Shah paid the price for the law.
But hey, once again, we dealing with men, all right, that pretty much got a problem with Yahweh Shah, man. It all circles. It all comes back.
Only one that can do that.
It all come back down. It all they call us worshiping. These the same men that said if you worshiping Yahweh Shah, all right, we worship an idol, man. Correct me if I'm wrong.
But to worship an idol is to worship someone who is powerless, man.
Someone
who is not reverence. Yahweh Shah is reverence.
And that's why if they want to be only judged by the law, they're gonna die in the law.
Yeah,
but the thing is, Yahweh Shah came on scene to give us that grace, man. And if you're not moving Yahweh Shah, like, listen, it's a fearful thing to fall in the hands of living power. If you want to be based off of just that old covenant and under the law, bro, and
but listen, like I said, these are the same men, all right, that said if we worship Yahweh Shah, okay, that we worshiping an idol. So once again, these brothers the only way you can receive the spirit, all right, that's dwelling on the men at GMS and the like-minded men, all right, is you got to be covered by Yahweh Shah, man. And it's clear to see that you brothers are not, man. Go ahead, bro.
Judges 5:11. They that are delivered from the noise of the archers in the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of Yahweh. Judges 5:11. They that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing waters, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of Yahweh Shah.
We're going to do what?
Rehearse the righteous acts of Yahweh Shah.
We're going to rehearse the righteous acts, man. All right, because ultimately, what we're doing is we rehearsing. All right, it's like we preparing ourselves for the wedding.
God, what he said.
They said bid them to the wedding.
God, what he brought out in Galatians.
All right.
What he brought out in Galatians. You know what I'm saying? We literally, you know what I'm saying, we're inwardly being spiritual. We're trying to, we're trying to show Yahweh Shah that we are one in the one.
Hey, when you prepare for, when you go into a wedding, you gotta go to a rehearsal. All right, you gotta practice.
Shalom.
You gotta practice you gotta practice the rehearsal. You gotta go through the motions of walking down the aisle. Then when the wedding day comes, everything pretty much go off without a hitch, man.
Spot on.
All right, so we're rehearsing the righteous acts, man. All right, now it said, do we what it say?
Make void the law through faith.
Do we make void the law through faith? No, we establish the law, man.
Romans 3:31.
All right.
No, it's 3 or something.
We establish the law, man. All right, and that's what we out here doing, man. Okay, go ahead, bro.
It says Judges 5:11. It says, they that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing waters, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of Yahweh Shah, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of Yahweh Shah go down to the gates.
Hey, so basically you control what you can control, man, and you keep what you can keep, man.
Hey, and even controlling what you can control, you have to move with wisdom, man.
With that, man.
All right, you got to move in the spirit. All right, we're going to get into examples of how our how Yahweh Shah was moving in the spirit, man.
What's one of the laws that I guarantee you that a lot of these brothers don't keep? If your woman on her period,
I was gonna say that.
Your woman on her period, she's supposed to be out the crib for 7 days. You ain't got no other tent or no other crib that you can really go take your wife.
Say that, bro.
And even if you had the bread to go pay for the hotel for 7 days, is that wise? You about to waste fucking $500, $600 for
so
we not even under.
So with that, y'all finish right there, man.
Or you go out to a restaurant and your server give you your food. You don't know if that woman on her period or not. Now you defile, because she said, the law say anything that woman touches unclean. And anybody who touched that unclean thing is unclean.
Shalom, we'll get the brother to post it in the comment board. Post our email on the comment board.
And then everybody else is
and then you come to camp like Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Now they unclean.
They unclean.
Go ahead, bro.
It's the book of Mark, chapter 2, and I'm gonna start at 13. And it's talking about Yahushua. And it says, and he went forth against by the seaside, and all the multitude resorted unto him, and he taught them. And as he passed by, he saw Levi, the son of... Is this the right one? Slocky, hold on. Yeah.
Mark 2 and 23.
Yeah, I was too far up. Slocky. Mark 2 and 23. And it came to pass that when he went through the cornfields on the Sabbath day,
on the Shabbat day, go ahead.
And his disciples began as they went to pluck the ears of corn. And the Pharisees said unto him, Behold, why do they on the Sabbath day that which is not lawful?
All right, so the Pharisees like, oh y'all plucking corn and eating corn on the Shabbat day, y'all going off, man. Hey, this what they try to cut y'all with shot, man. Go ahead.
Because they was going back into the point where you know the story about the brother that picked up sticks and basically got put to death because it was a Sabbath day when he was picking up sticks. So that's why the Pharisees was coming at him. And it says, verse 23, Salakia, verse 25. And he said unto them, Have ye never read what David did when he had need and wasn't hungered?
When he had need and he wasn't hungry, go ahead.
He and they that were with him, how he went into the house of the Most High in the days of Abiathar, the high priest, and did eat the shew bread, which is not lawful to eat but for the priest.
Which is not what?
Which is not lawful to eat but for the priest.
Go ahead.
And gave also to them which were with him. And he said unto them, The Sabbath was made for man, and not man for the Sabbath. Therefore the Son of Man is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, also of the Sabbath.
Fine. All right, so at the end of the day, all right, Yahweh Shai, like, yo, y'all try. Hey, if you would have leave it up to Shikari, all right, they would have told Yahweh Shai he going off, man. All right, but the thing is, Yahweh Shai moving in the spirit. King David was moving in the spirit, man. All right, that's like for me example. It been times on the Sabbath day, whereas though I might go to camp. I might not get done camp until after the sunset. And I go home, and my wife, she'll make me something to eat, man. All right, because she know I've been at camp. Now, hey, am I going off? All right, technically, yeah, because you're not supposed to cook on the Sabbath, but through the spirit.
Or you're not supposed to buy it.
You're not supposed to buy it. And I done had to buy food on the Shabbat day when the sun go down, man. I got little ones at the house. All right, am I going off? All right, if you carnal, you will say yeah, but if you spiritual, you'll get it. You'll understand, man. All right.
Well, I know
it's more than that. No, it's more than that. Yeah, keep on going.
Mark 3 and 1. And it says, and he entered into the synagogue, and there was a man there which had a withered hand.
So it was a man, all right, in the temple, all right, with a messed up hand, all right,
an invalid hand. It was sick.
Go ahead.
Disabled hand. Mark 3 and 1. And he entered into the synagogue, and there was a man there which had a withered hand. And they watched him whether he would heal him on the Sabbath day.
All right, so they looking to see, they trying to see, they looking for anything to bring charges up on Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
That they might accuse him.
Exactly.
And he said unto the man which had a withered hand, Stand forth. And he said unto them, Is it lawful to do good on the Sabbath days, or to do evil, to save life, or to kill? But they held their peace. And when he had looked round about on them with anger, being grieved for the hardness of their hearts, he said unto the man, Stretch forth thine hand. And he stretched it out, and his hand was restored whole as the other.
And the Lord held him. So was the Lord. So if you was to leave it up to Shikari, right, the Lord was going off, right, because he was working if that's what you want to call it, or he healed the man on the Sabbath day, man.
Mind you, he looked around and they all was mad at him and shit. He like, yo, come here, man. Give me your hand.
You know?
Yeah, that shit crazy.
You know? So hey, man. Hey, there's a difference between moving, okay, in the carnal, and the difference between moving within the spirit, man. All right.
Last precept on this one.
Go ahead.
And this is what they did because they were so angry with him. And it says in the Pharisees, verse 6, Mark 3 and 6. And it says, and the Pharisees went forth and straightway took counsel with the Herodians against him, how they might destroy him.
All right.
It says, but Yahushua withdrew himself with his disciples to the sea, and a great multitude from Galilee followed him, and from Judea. I gotta keep going to that.
All right.
That's going into like.
So that goes to show you that it was times, all right, when Yahushua, King David was moving in the spirit, man. All right, they was moving in the spirit. Okay, and at that time they was under the laws.
Wasn't it another? There was another instance, I believe, with Yahushua when a man was hungry, and Yahushua was like, "Yo, just go pluck some corn and."
Oh no, that was the one. That was
go
the one
eat some
that,
corn, man. Like, why should you starve?
Why you going? Yeah, why you going? You know what I mean? By all means, eat, brother. You know what I mean? Let me get this real quick. All right.
I had typed the email in and I spelled it wrong, so I couldn't record that. But for some reason, I can't write an email in the chat. It blocks it. So I had to write it and space out the @ sign. So it's not like,
all right, well, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
well, he didn't see the first message,
So here we go. All right. It says, "For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves." So you can't save yourself, man.
no matter how well you keep
All right,
it
no matter how, because once again, for you to say you can save yourself, and it's gonna go into it, for you to say you can save yourself about following the laws is to say you don't need Yahushua, man.
Exactly.
All right. It says, "For by grace are ye saved through faith, and not of yourselves. It is the gift of Yahushua, not of works, lest any man should boast." All right. So say because Yahushua know how niggas is, man. All right. If you could be delivered, all right. Hey, it said Deuteronomy 28 said, "And no man shall save you, man." All right, and that means even you. All right, that means you can't even save yourself. All right. So, but the Lord know how Jake is. Jake is trying to take credit for delivering himself if he could. All right. Oh yeah, that'd be perfect. You got something up?
Yeah, now you. I'm trying to go savage, John. We talking about
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 13, and start at 1. It says, "Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels and have not charity, I am become a sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains and have not charity, I am nothing. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned and have not charity, it profiteth me nothing. Charity suffereth long and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself and is not puffed up. Doeth not behave itself unseemly. Seeketh not her own. Is not easily provoked. Thinketh no evil. Rejoice not in iniquity, but rejoice in the truth. Beareth all things, believe all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. Charity never faileth, but whether there be prophecies, they shall fail. Whether there be tongues, they shall cease. Whether there be knowledge, it shall vanish away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when that which is perfect is come, then that which is in part shall be done away. When I saw a child, I spake as a child, understood as a child, I thought as a child. When I became a man, I put away childish things. For now we see through a glass darkly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, and by then shall I know even also I am known. And now abideth in faith, hope, charity, these three, but the greatest of these is charity.
Hey, the real charity is this word. So you can have all the knowledge, you can have all the breakdowns and all that, but hey man, if you ain't moving in the spirit, man, you ain't saying nothing, man. You just making noise. They said, I am a tinkling silver, brass or whatever,
like
man.
a symbol.
Yeah, if you ain't moving in the spirit, you just making noise, man.
Yep. Just making noise.
All right, you know what I mean?
Makes a lot of sense too.
You know?
That's why the brother said in the beginning, we move in the spirit. How about you?
God, we in the spirit, man. We not. Listen, man. We not. You know.
I got something.
Go ahead, bro.
Colossians 3, and I start at 12. It says, put on therefore as the elect of God, holy and beloved, bowels of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long-suffering, forbearing one another, and forgiving one another. If any man have a quarrel against any, even as Hamashiach forgave you, so also do ye. And above all these things, put on charity, which is the perfect bond, which is the bond of perfectness.
Which in charity, synonymous with brotherly love. And brotherly love goes into feeding the sheep.
Hey, listen, what we doing right now is charity, man. It's brotherly love, man. Hey, like I said, I'm gonna say it again, man. You cannot. It's one thing to know the scriptures, the breakdowns and all that, but it's a whole different thing to actually move in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, man. And you could be doing, it's like this. You could be doing the right thing for the wrong reasons. All right, you could be doing the wrong thing for the right reasons, man. All right, it's all within the spirit, man. Go ahead.
Verse 15, it says, and let the peace of Yahweh rule in your hearts, to the which also ye are called one body, and be ye thankful. Let the word of Hamashiach dwell in you all, and you richly all in wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another in psalms and hymns and in spiritual songs, singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all in the name of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, giving thanks to Yahweh and the Father by him.
By him.
Hey, so everything you do, man, we do it in the spirit, the power, and the name of Yahweh by Yahweh Shai, man. We give reverence, honor, and glory to Yahweh through his son, man.
Hey, matter of fact, get that where it says, worship the Lord in truth and in spirit. Bring that out. All right. That's something. Go ahead, shoot that. We're going to switch gears. We're about to switch gears.
It's a lot of
all right, because I mean, at the end of the day, man, we ain't got. Hey, man, this ain't. We don't got to take long to deal with this buffoonery, man. All right, it's really easy.
All right, bro. We get to the point. 1 Corinthians 2:15-16. But he that is spiritual judge of all things, yet he himself is judge of no man.
I say he that is spiritual judge of all things, man. But he himself is judge of no man. Why? Because no man can lay charge to the Lord's elect, man. All right. Now, like we say, if brothers wear their fringes, every day, hey, that's cool, man. You want to wear your fringes to work? That's cool. All right, but hey, don't be surprised when your boss fucking with you. All right, when they writing you up for dumb shit. All right, when you turn around, you fired. Now you sitting at home trying to collect unemployment. All right, why? Because you wasn't using wisdom. All right, you wanted to show everybody that you was a Jew outwardly, man.
Scripture said, "Be now over righteous."
Kind. All right, don't be surprised when certain things happen. All right, and you can't figure it out. All right, because you want to be a Jew outwardly. You want everybody to see that, all right, you're a Hebrew Israelite. All right, hey, the same motherfuckers talking about wearing your fringes, when they come down with that motherfucking heat, let's see if you be wearing your fringes then. You niggas gonna be tucking them Jones. Oh man, I can't. Then you gonna be saying, oh, that's not wise, brother. You know, we out here, we under persecution. All right, Esau tracking us down. Anybody that's seen with fringes, having the police called in and pointed out, you ain't gonna be wearing fringes then. You niggas gonna be running and hiding, man. But you understand what I'm saying? It's like, yo, keep that same spirit when Esau come down with that great wrath, man. Stay in that same spirit, man. All right? Wear your fringes, outwardly be prideful, all right, and walk around like you king shit. Keep that same spirit when Esau come down with that judgment, man. Go ahead, bro.
Yep, last one. It says 1 Corinthians 2:16. For who have known the mind of Yahushua, that he may instruct him, but we have the mind of Yahushua.
Khan, we got the mind of the Lord, man. All right, we think it spiritually, man. All right. That was it. You had something?
I had said worship of God, truth and spirit. So want that?
Yeah, I want that. Bring that. That's what I was looking for. I'm like, damn, I knew.
All right, this is John 4:24.
And after this, we're gonna switch gears, man, because it's simple, man. All right, we moving in the spirit. All right, Shakari moving in the carnal, man. And that don't. And, hey, we ain't gotta go into detail to prove that, man. All right, go ahead, bro.
John 4:24. For Yahweh is a spirit, and they that worship Him,
They that worship him, go ahead.
Must worship him.
Which these same guys, all right, is on camera saying that if you worship Yahweh Shah, you worshiping the idol.
Well, this is specifically talking about Yahweh.
Khan. Well, hey, Yahweh Shah all alike though. You know? Go ahead.
It says Yahweh is a spirit, and they that worship Him must worship Him in spirit and in truth.
Khan. Must worship him in what?
In spirit and in truth.
In the spirit and in truth, man. All right? So if you worship Yahweh, you have to worship him in spirit and truth. And likewise his son, man.
Well, that was Yahweh Shai who was speaking.
Khan.
Anyway.
All right? So likewise his son. All right? Because our head is Yahweh Shai, man. So how do we worship Yahweh Shai in spirit and truth? All right, and then through worshiping Yahweh Shai in spirit and truth, we worship the Heavenly Father in spirit and truth, man. All right, that's the pecking order, man. All right. Y'all got anything else y'all want?
Nah, you said you were switch gears, right?
Yeah, we're gonna switch gears, man. All right, but we had to touch on that because, hey, like the Lord said, we are set as the defense to the gospel, man. All right.
I'm not trying to get this joint hit. There's a couple bangers I want to bring out. But we ain't trying.
Bangers.
But I'm gonna say, we've been talking about this. Ex-Pentagon official: the U.S. must prepare for war with Russia. That's a good one. Or we can go into. It says it's like a Soviet store. Americans are absolutely horrified by empty shelves from coast to coast.
All I was about to say, all I'm talking about was these fucking empty ass markets.
Yeah, you can go to the family.
All right.
I think that's safe.
Yeah, that's safe.
Nah, man.
For now.
Yo, because it's a couple articles in here that I would love to be like, yo, brothers, I got some heat, but we gonna get flagged. All right.
Flagged and bagged.
All right. See if y'all can see that. I don't know if it's backwards for y'all. All right. But it says, it's like a Soviet store. Americans are absolutely horrified by empty shelves from coast to coast. A year ago, we were promised that the Biden regime would be leading us into a new golden era of prosperity. You stupid niggas. Obviously, that has not happened. Instead, we are dealing with bare store shelves and painfully high prices from coast to coast. Many are comparing this crisis to the Jimmy Carter era of the 1970s, but we didn't have president shortages for months on end back then. At this point, nobody can deny what is happening. Even the Washington Post is admitting that social media is swamped with pictures of empty grocery stores. The Biden administration promised to resolve our supply chain problems, but they just keep getting worse. When Fox News asked one grocery shopper about the empty shelves, he delivered a chilling response that many of us will not forget anytime soon. It's like the Soviet store in 1981. It's horrible. Prior to the pandemic, many Americans believe that it was impossible for something like this to ever happen in the United States of America, but it's happening right now. Leave it at that. Oh, it says, another shopper that interviewed by Fox News actually used the words starving in response to the pandemic. Starving.
So, 2nd Ezra 6:22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. Yes, it is.
God, man. And listen, the prophecies just keep hitting, man. Matter of fact, I watched a video on TikTok, and it was an Edomite talking about how the American government has sent troops and specialists to the Vatican to go into the catacombs to look at to see what kind of books and stuff they had in the library. And the first thing he brought up was, we've been all told a lie, and they've been suppressing the knowledge. Everything that's happening today, they found in the Apocrypha. They was talking about the book of Maccabees, 2nd Esdras, and everything we're talking about right now. These books is our learning of today, man. And the books talk to us about the great famines to come, man. So everything that's happening right now, the store shelves being empty, man, it's all prophecy being unfolded, man. And there was a reason why these Edomites, man, tried to hide it from the people, man. Because it also talks about the destruction of them.
Oh yeah, right.
God,
Yeah, it's
man.
small scale too, man.
God.
Like I go to the market. I've been in the market like
The box is empty.
maybe like two times the last week, right? And so I don't have like a water filtration thing in my house, which I should probably invest in one. But you know, when I'm drawing little coolers from Sam's Club and shit.
I bought the new Brita. The new Brita has a joint that takes out all heavy metals, chlorine.
Faucet order?
Yeah, you could just, and it cleans out.
Oh, I got one like that.
I talking about the new one. You got the new. It's like extreme.
I was just gonna invest in one of those big little joints that you get the big little 14-gallon joints.
Yeah.
I was gonna invest in one, and they like $70.
I'm saying, but do they filter?
Yeah, they filter too.
All right, cool. I don't know. So
Or I would specifically look for one that filters, so they
Yeah.
have them. But anyway, I go to the market, so I get the gallon distilled waters, right? That's what I drink. So I'm going to the market 2 times last week. I went to 2 different markets. But the one I went to in particular, I went there twice, and they have no waters, bro. They have no spring waters, no distilled gallons. All they had was the bullshit Aquafina bottles and the Nestle Pure Life shit.
Wait, at your joint? Oh, wow.
So it's like, even if you,
Show you
so it's like, at the point it was like, damn, do I settle and just get the bullshit water because I need water? Or do I just say I'm gonna hold off and then wait?
Literally, that's exactly why I went and got a
Yeah.
Brita. So I went and got the Brita, and I was in there because I was like, damn, bro, it was no water. So I'm like,
Yeah.
dang, what the fuck? So I started looking at all the shit, and it was like a new Brita with an extreme filter, and then I was reading the back of it. It was like arsenic and this and that and this and that and this and that. I said, I'm just gonna buy this.
So let me like, this how you know it's real. When you put the water in there, it takes a long time
Takes
to
a
come
long
out.
time.
Yeah.
If it takes a long time, it's good shit.
Yeah, no, I poured it in, and I just put it in the fridge.
Yeah, it
because
takes a
it
while.
was dripping.
Yeah, it
I
takes
was
a
like,
while.
just put it in the
Yeah.
fridge and let it go,
That's
man.
how you know it's good.
But
I seen how you can make your own water filtration jar
yeah.
too. Like you get like a boil of water
Put in sand
and
and all types of
then you
shit.
get like the sand and rocks and shit, and you pour it, you put it in like a little bottle or some shit, and it drips down.
Drips down, yeah.
Drips down slowly. That's how you filter it out. But this is 2nd Esdras 15 and 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof.
God, and one of the plagues was he turned to the water into blood, man. So they were having a famine of food and water.
Yeah, even before the Israelites came on the scene,
Oh, they
the
were
Lord
going through a
smite
great
the Lord
famine.
smit Egypt with a 7-year famine.
That's why
bro.
Joseph,
And that's how Joseph got his glory.
Yeah, Joseph. Yep.
Yep. But hey, that was Egypt though. The Lord's that was the first plague that hit Egypt that was recorded, man, in the
The
scriptures.
whole world
man.
went to Egypt to get food.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And the Lord
crazy.
smit them with famine, man.
Because they stored up
7 years.
7 years worth of food, grain and stuff. God.
And if it wasn't for Joseph, Egypt would have fell right then and there.
Huh.
But it was, it's a story, man.
Yeah, you got
the Lord
kind
had
of
a story, man.
But we keep staying on the famine and shit.
Yep.
And talk about go to 2nd Esdras. Go back to 2nd Esdras.
I got another.
Get into because of the lack of bread.
I got that.
Yeah, bring that
This
up.
is 2nd Esdras 15 and 19. So like it says, and a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
And this is coming sooner than you actually believe, man. This might be by spring, summertime, man. Because if you see the scarcity of the supply chain now, by the time spring and summer hit, especially water.
And one thing about neighbors too, neighbors are very nosy, man.
Very nosy.
So you best believe your neighbors see you. If you one of those stockpile ass dudes, you best believe your neighbors watch you every day, every couple days as you coming in with a new pack of waters in your garage. Or they see you in your garage. Damn, they got like 50 cases of water.
Or on your trash day. When you go to take out your trash.
And they see all the
and you got the recycle bin out there. They're like, oh, you just brought a big TV or a big box of this.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh, motherfuckers is newsy like that. They going like, yo, and they hair's like, yo, I know he got it.
Yeah.
You know? And this is going that sedition among men, man. When people take matters in their own hands to protect and to provide for their own, they're not going to care about you and your well-being. They're not going to care about you and your well-being. They don't care if you got a newborn baby, kids in the crib. They come in to take it, man. There's a show on HBO called Station 11, and literally the show, yo, what's crazy about this show is, it's a new show on HBO called Station 11, and what the show is about, there was a flu virus. I'm gonna say flu because that's what it said in the show. It was Station 11. It was a flu virus that basically ransacked the entire world, where basically all supply chains crashed, all civilization dropped, and everybody just started dying off. And the remnant of people were going out, basically rape, robbing, and pillaging each other for the scarcity of resources. Man, there's a scene where it was this two brothers and a little girl was held up in a penthouse, like high-rise penthouse, I think in like San Francisco. I forgot exactly where it was, and they was up there just chilling, trying to wait till the virus went down, and then they were starting to run out of food. So they said, "Yo, we gotta go find some food." The first day that he finally opens the door and leaves out, somebody was watching him. That person came in with a knife straight from the rip and was like, "Yo, it's time for y'all to get out. This is my house now." And they looked at him like, "Whoa, what you mean? Yo, we just about to leave." He had the big army wilderness knife joint. Yeah. The one brother wanted to be prideful. "I ain't going nowhere. This is my house." He went right into him, stabbed him up, killed him. And they wound up killing, the other brother wound up killing the boy that killed his brother, but it was just going into how it was just deadly warfare. Then it was another scene where bull going rummaging through a house looking for food and supplies, and he come out the joint because there was nobody around. He thinking he good money. He come out, somebody hit him with one of them airsoft beanbag bazooka, like the military drones. Like put it like this, if it was a rocket launcher. Hit him with a rocket launcher, but it was a beanbag in it. Hit him right in his head, knocked him out, rummaged through his stuff. You know what I'm saying? Took everything he had. Just think if it was a different weapon.
Hey, let me say like this, it's not going to take long for it to get to that either, man. Once these people can't get no food, man, you're going to see shit change. All right, for the worse.
And one last thing.
We live in a spoiled generation, man.
Right, and what's crazy about these little Edomite babies, man, it's true when we was talking about how they teach their kids how to use weapons young. It was just one little Edomite girl, bro. She probably could have only been 9 years old, already had 8 bodies, and she was cool with it. She was like, they was walking in the woods. How many was that? He's like, that was 8 people ago, and she was just throwing a knife into the wood, like, I'm talking about like on some fucking ninja shit. He's like, yo, you're getting pretty good at that. She's used to sniping people, used to killing people. She was only like 10 years old, bro, and it was nothing to her because she was growing up in that, bro. What do you think it's gonna be like when all hell break loose, man? These Edomites are prepared for stuff like that, man. You Jakes, man, you ain't got no hedge of protection, man.
Jake want to take up Esau's blessing and try to use it.
Yeah, man, Jake gonna come out the crib like this.
Isaiah 24:3, the land shall be utterly empty and utterly spoiled, for Yahweh Shem Yahushua have spoken this word. The earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people.
When you go into the word language, it means to grow weak.
Yep.
All right, to wither away. All right, go ahead.
It says, the world languisheth and fadeth away, the haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore,
I was gonna say, like, you know, like the brother said, language, the earth languishes. You're going to start seeing, really like a fucking, like you said, the farmers were destroying their crops and shit like that. because the government told them we're gonna start. I wouldn't be surprised if you see the earth literally just don't yield no fruit, man. And no matter how much GMOs and fertilizers and artificial shit y'all put in the ground, it ain't gonna work, man.
This is verse 6. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left.
It's gonna come down to a time where you're not gonna be able to see as many people as you see, man. Because a lot of people, one, gonna be hiding, man, and then two, it's gonna be a lot of people dying, man.
You might want to start up.
Hey, and I wouldn't be surprised. Like,
Okay.
I ain't.
What?
I was about to. You know what I mean? We want to straight.
You see, I ain't gonna even say that.
Yeah,
They
brothers
gonna
on
get
it
up.
now. Yo, when you hear other brothers' videos, well, I mean, I say that because they gonna be flagged. I'm like, damn. Yeah, I got it. Ezekiel 4 and 16. 6.
It's so warm out here.
It's all right. It's all right. Ain't no gloves on none of that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say warm, man.
I'm about to say,
It ain't as brick as it was. Yeah.
My toes is cold
Hands
still.
cold?
I'm still cold as fuck, bro.
Yo, why your hands so warm, bro?
That shit be warm. Look.
Yo, bro, you got heating pads in
Bro,
your
this motherfucker crazy, bro.
Yo, you feel my hands and shit.
This
Somebody
nigga
gonna be like, don't touch
warm
me.
blood. I'm cold blooded, bro.
Yeah.
Cold-blooded motherfucker.
Bro, I be needing sunlight, bro.
I be needing
Put
sunlight.
me in the heat.
Warmth, bro.
That might be a vitamin deficiency though.
For us,
bro.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
No.
Nah, bro, you
It's cold-blooded,
Nah,
bro.
bro, you just got something wrong with you, bro. You got too much magnesium.
Something
Right?
right.
It says Ezekiel 4, starting at 5. Then he said unto me, Lo, I have given thee cow's dung for man's dung, and thou shalt prepare thy bread therewith. Wow. Yeah, wow.
Eating cow's dung.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, that's what's gonna come down. You people gonna be eating fucking cat and dog shit,
Yeah,
man.
we need the protein.
You know what I'm saying?
Drinking your
Hey,
own
once they done ate the cat, they gonna go through the litter box. Something this motherfucker real quick, like they in the fridge.
No, bro, that's one of them. Soon you put it in your mouth, you gag Joe like.
Yo,
you
it's
can't-
crazy. When you starving, bro, I'm sorry, bro.
That shit look like a fucking cheese puff.
You gonna be like, yo, how you think?
Fucking
You gotta think about it.
chocolate
They
covered
get
strawberry.
so listen.
It's a
People
fucking
get so
turd, nigga.
people get so hungry they start cannibalizing people. Bro, you gotta think of how hungry you gotta be to start looking at like, yo, man, you know
Bark
what?
off the trees and
You
shit.
know what, bro? I could be kidding, bro.
Yeah,
Yo, we
man.
can fucking series.
Bro, if you close your eyes, you ain't gonna know what kind
I
of
heard that shit tastes just like beef. Go ahead, bro.
Ezekiel 4 and 16. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight, and with care, and they shall drink water by measure, and with astonishment, that they may want bread and water and be astonished.
Yo, bring that out again, huh?
Okay, so
Just the same one.
17, yeah. That they may want bread and water and be 16 is not good. Ezekiel 4 and 16. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem.
This is staff and bread. All right, that's your supply chain. Right?
Markets and all
All right,
that.
your market, your food, wherever you get your food from. All right, your source of needs to eat. All right, the Lord gonna break that, man. And they already said the supply chain is broken, so there you go. Go ahead.
It says, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight and with care.
Yeah, every little bit you gonna measure out,
measure
man.
it out. Ration it.
frugal,
Kind of
rest
little-
his spirit.
Ration
Remember when
it.
Trump was talking about no longer food stamps? He was talking about boxes, basically weighted,
rations,
like rations, bro. Like yo, how many kids?
Food stamps.
How many people in your house?
All right,
Alright.
you want,
You got-
if you want that, you gotta come to this camp.
Yep. Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
That
Here's
too.
10 pounds of food that
Then
should
I
last
wouldn't
you
be
30
surprised.
days.
Then I wouldn't be surprised if they was giving you food that had some type of poison in it, man. All right, a soft kill. You ain't gonna die right away. All right, but you eat that shit for 3 months. Next thing you know, your kidneys and shit fail you.
Yep.
All
They
right,
doing that now.
Well, yeah,
No, but
pretty much,
you're
yeah.
right. But in the camp, they get
Up the dose.
Up the doses, like yo,
Nah, man.
we'll put a little bit more arsenic in this.
Go ahead, bro.
It says, and they shall eat bread with weight, and they shall eat bread with weight and with care, and they shall drink water by measure and with astonishment, that they may want bread and water, and be astonished one with another, and consumed away for their iniquity.
Withering away, start
Yeah,
starving.
you consume away because of your sin, man. You people didn't want to take heed.
Hey, Akim.
You people didn't want to take heed. All right, and ultimately hearken to the word of the Lord. Guess what? The Lord said He's going to lead you to your own devices, man. All right, you're going to consume away, wither away, man.
You're going to look like a little Ethiopian
James
kid.
Jordan says that his brother to be killed with the sword.
Oh, and then
They died by the family.
Yeah, you see them little Ethiopian kids and they big ass bellies,
Big ass stomachs.
with
Fucking raising head.
But yo,
hand
bro,
bites.
they fucking legs be the size of the damn tripod legs and shit. Walking around, bro, like
Hey, that's
damn.
coming to America, man.
I be seeing motherfuckers like that too.
You know what I mean? And it's like this. People going to starve from die of starvation because when you think about it, it's not necessarily like, and not everybody's just going to pine away. All right, you're going to have people that's going to die of starvation, all right, just literally because they're not eating enough. Right. All right? You got people out here that got
malnutrition.
Yeah,
because malnutrition.
You know what I mean?
Malnutrition is a form of starving.
God.
You might be eating, but you're
not-
malnourished.
You know what's
You're
crazy?
eating enough.
They said 95% of all people with malnutrition because the foods don't yield nutrients.
So imagine how much more when they cut down on what you people have. Go ahead, bro.
Lamentations 4 and 9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field.
Yeah, because hey, that's funny because you'll be sitting there, you dying of hunger, all right? But and meanwhile, you thinking about that motherfucking that bacon, that pork bacon that you had on that motherfucking
You start thinking
that
about
cheeseburger.
You start
man.
thinking about food you wasted. Like,
Yeah,
it was like 8 months ago.
Yeah,
I remember
buffet.
I had like a little piece of bread left. I just
Or the last time you been to a buffet.
Buffet.
Like I was at that Asian buffet.
I only got one plate.
And all I
used to
got
love
was
them
2
Joes.
plates.
I used to love them
could have
Joes.
had, bro. They had that fried chicken with the dough. They had the sushi ham.
They had the honey roasted ham.
They had the spare rib pork tips. Damn.
Hey, all you motherfuckers on TikTok, all you motherfuckers on
Doing
YouTube,
the
Mukbangs.
yeah, eating all that abomination.
Yo, you know,
Hey, man.
yeah, Sule go down first.
Yo, I was watching.
Yo.
So like, it's this, all right. So what he laughing about is it's this heathen I don't know, Moabite John. She a mukbanger. She like the size of like
Mimi.
a 12-year-old little girl.
Yeah, she like Mimi size,
but
bro.
she eats more than 10 men together.
It's unbelievable,
Yeah,
bro.
hey, I'm gonna say this.
But she be
power on the
yo,
left-hand
she just
side.
got them eating fish roe,
Yo,
but it was like fish roe soup with
okay,
pork
yo,
loin. I'm
hey,
like,
but this should make it even more worse though, bro. Imagine, because they say once you starve, the body eat itself.
Yeah.
that's why they always get big.
Now imagine this.
Eat the muscles.
This is how the Lord will have it for judgment. The Lord will have it to where as though you be starving, right? And your body, all right, before your body can eat itself, all right, the Lord will have it where as though the parasites that's in you is to eat on your body before it can even start eating itself, man.
A lot of parasites.
A lot of people got parasites.
Yep.
Man, you starving, you go into the bathroom, and because you know you can actually fast to get rid of parasites. When you go into the bathroom, you take a shit, and a fucking long ass worm come out your ass, man. I know, I'm just saying though.
Chick will be
You know
like,
what I'm
from
saying?
here.
Imagine a long ass parasitical worm come out your ass because it's discharging itself because it ain't got nothing else to eat, man.
No, that's real. I watched this on Discovery Channel.
That's crazy,
no,
bro.
It was on
That's a nightmare, bro.
On Discovery Channel, it was a
You
shorty.
already dying of fucking hunger.
Shorty in the shower. She said she just kept feeling she had to go to the bathroom. She was in the shower though, by the way. And she's like, am I on my period? Is my period coming? Whatever. Da, da, da. She said she squatted down and she looked down and there was a long string hanging out of her. And she was scared. So she started pulling it and it just kept going. Kept going. Bro, it was a worm. They said it was probably like fucking damn near 300 feet from some football field. Bro, remember, remember your intestines is about a mile long. That shit is wrapped up in that motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? All you people that eat pork, all you people that eat
shellfish
and all that shit, man, you good, man. You people infested with parasites, man. All right? Go ahead, bro.
Maybe 10.
Lamentations 4 and 10. The hands of the pitiful woman have sodden their own children. They were Sunday.
It said Sunday.
Yeah.
It's not a lot too.
Since the hands of the pitiful woman have sodden their own children, they were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people.
Ah, yeah. So you people going to resort to eat your kids get in the end of the manifest. I see. And the thing is, you people, you can still go to the grocery stores. You know, the shelves is kind of bare, but there's still some stuff in there. They might be stocked here and there. All right, so you people are kind of like in their own little way being rocked back to sleep. All right, but it's gonna be a time when you're gonna go to the grocery store and that thing gonna be completely closed. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna be able to get up in there, man. All right.
You're gonna try to go in there and it's gonna be somebody at the door. Oh, sorry, yeah, we're out of stock.
Yeah, we out of stock. Come back in 2 days.
You're gonna be like, wait, what?
Come back in 2 days, ain't nothing there.
You gonna have people, you gonna have people camping out like it's a concert, getting ready for a concert. They been camping out like the new release coming out. Yeah, I heard the new shit that coming. I'm just stay right here.
Hey, listen, and simultaneously, all hell gonna break
gonna be
loose,
killing
man.
them. Niggas gonna be fucking fighting, killing each other.
Nah, man, fuck him first. No, it's gonna be motherfuckers walking out with 2-3 loaves of bread. Joe, man, you ain't seen no bread from nobody else? Boom, taking bread, bro. It's gonna get real.
Go ahead, bro.
2 Esdras 9. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou see a part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it's the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Yeah, so with the signs? The signs are the prophecies, all right? And one of the prophecies is a famine. All right? Go ahead, famine of bread and water.
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and upwards of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
And the end is manifest. Is more on that?
One more.
Go ahead.
It says, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works and endings and effect and signs.
All right, so hey, the end is manifest is and when you go into the word manifest, it means it's made plain to see. All right, it's the writing is on the wall, if you will. All right, that this place is at its literal end. All right, and it behooves you Israelite, you tribes to repent. All right, because the kingdom of heaven is nigh, man. All right, so with that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash.
Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone. Peace, citation to the icon that pushes word throughout the four corners of the planet. Shalom to the left. Shalom.